game really good to sleep through. Yeah, I can imagine. Let's see. Do I wanna... Replace Laser 2 with Scattershot 3. It's tempting. Go Bit Boost. We need the money. Pickup range might not be bad. Let's do Scattershot. Do you need to be pushing buttons with the beat, or do the attacks go automatically? They go automatically. I do not... This is not... You do not have to worry about this is not... Oh shoot, what is it called? I mean, Cadence of Hyrule, but what's the other one? The original one. Crypt of the Necrodancer, there we go. It is a game with rhythm, but is not a rhythm game. So, if you're like me and you absolutely suck at rhythm games, you can still play this with no problems. And that is extremely huge for me, because, like, I can play a couple of rhythm-ish games, but it's not very fun. Unlike Risk of Rain, my fingers will love you for playing this. Yep. All I have to do is just move the mouse around to point where I want to shoot. And that's it. So, I bet if you were doing this with controller support, it'd be even easier. Yeah, like Beat Hazard. Oh, there's still an enemy. Oh, and he's lurking. But yeah, Beat Hazard, Nova Drift? I don't... No, you have to shoot Nova Drift, don't you? But yeah, after a nice round, nice 6 hours of Risk of Rain 2, this feels, honestly, just kind of the best. It's very soothing. And I'm not getting one shot. Okay, how much money do I have? Decent amount. I'll just grab all of those. I almost kind of wish, and this is maybe a bit of an ask, I almost kind of wish there was no diminishing returns on a lot of the upgrades. Oof. Okay, let's grab the note and the radius. We don't want circle shot. Circle shot is risky. I think it could work if I was really, like, in the mindset, but at this point, I think it would get me killed. I will admit, no matter what, though, I don't think I'm going to be able to do too many more runs of this. Because, yeah, 6 hours of Risk of Rain is enough to destroy you. Oh, I did get hit there. That was a bit too much. Okay. Why would I even get Domino 1? Let's see. Go for the heart. I could go for more notes for more damage, but still. Dodge was off cooldown. Him starting with the laser is bad. Oh! I forgot those explode into shots. That's kind of cruel. There we go, got it. Back up to 2 HP at the very least. Okay. Shop discount. Or, no, let's go for the bit pickup radius. This is going to get hairier and hairier as we go along. Okay, let's switch this around a little bit. But yeah, I love me some Risk of Rain. It's one of those games that you're always just like, one more run. But it's damn it. It's stressful enough that it is not going to be kind to you for doing so. Whereas, like, what's a good example? Binding of Isaac. Easy example of a roguelike that almost no strain. I mean, this one, almost no strain is all, at all, either. Nice part, completely unrelated. No backseating playing this. Very refreshing. It's like, at least with multiplayer, it's easier to ignore. When I'm doing solo commentary, I actually like looking over and talking to people. And it's always just a little sad when it's just like, look over and it's a billion commands or requests, and it's like, don't do that to me. Ooh. Homing? Homing! Okay, there we go. Still no movement speed upgrade. I'm actually kind of shocked. I was kind of assuming it would show up at some point. Homing is going to make such a massive difference on this. We might want to switch the green shots with purple. Yeah, let's do that in a second when I'm safer. There we go. This is pleasant. I still want to get turret. Oh, we haven't gotten turret or barrage yet. I really want to try both of them. Okay, get the landminer. Nope, I just walked right into it. Alright, we'll get turret and blink. Okay, what if I... Let's just do a bunch of blue. There we go, got it. Because blue does decent damage. Yeah, bullets bounce off walls. I can't wait till we get some of these upgrades. It's gonna change these runs. We just gotta get them. Because, like, heat-seeking is great. What I want is bouncing heat-seeking, maybe? Maybe. I don't know, a couple of different ways that it could be done. Massive numbers of synergies is something I feel like a lot of roguelikes kind of miss out on. Or, like, I want to just see a bunch of cool combos together. And so, like, heat-seeking, bouncing, laser junk. It's like, who does that? Ricochet multi-shot lasers. Yeah, exactly. Like, well, this is disappointing. Can we get it so the shops don't show up unless you have some money? It's always just a little bit of a letdown when I get into the shop and it's just like, yep, these are some things that I can't buy. It works in Isaac because then you can kind of plan around like what's going to be in the shop. But in this game, you can't revisit anything, so it's like, well... There we go. Let's see, shops will be fixed. Let's see. We used to have it. Let's see. We don't want to go to the boss. Let's go random. What? Oh. Okay. Dodge just didn't go there. This almost reminds me of Runers. It's a roguelike I played a long time ago where you would combine different spell effects and it would give you different things. It was one of those games that I really loved the idea of it, but it was so brutal after a certain point that it was almost like you couldn't win no matter what. But I always loved the sheer number of like attacks that you could get in that game. I've never quite found another roguelike like it. Wonder if they ever made anything else. Probably not. That was one of those, like, early indie roguelikes that was super promising, looked like butts, and never got a sequel or any kind of follow-up. Okay. Too many games are afraid to make players OP. Yeah. I was thinking about that recently, that game balance and design has gotten really tight lately, but after playing a whole bunch of Fable recently, I've kind of come to the conclusion that I kind of miss when games just let you be stupid. I'm not saying that that's the case for this game. I think for this game, some level of, like, brokenness is important as, like, a potential build. But that there's a certain point where games can get overbalanced and they lose that interesting, zany factor of, like, I've got the absurd build that wrecks everything with my super laser. Melts the boss in like 2 seconds before it can steal all your items, Risk of Rain style. Like, that was glorious, damn it. I just... Okay, let's go back to split shots. What are some other games where it's just really glorious to be overpowered? Morrowind was one of those, and maybe my experience is different because I just, like, modded the hell out of that game, but I remember just having, like, a spell in Morrowind that let me cover the entire map. Well, not the entire map, but, like, it was a huge area in a very slow drain. And so every time I went into, like, a dungeon where I knew there weren't going to be any friendly NPCs that I needed to care about, I would just use it. And none of the enemies could find me because I was too stupid broken. And so they would just slowly die. And yeah, it was unfair, but it was fun. Because then, effectively, I was just this, like, weird plague man that would enter into a location, everything would die, and I'd just go by and loot. And that was perfect. That's why One Punch Man is so popular. Sort of. One Punch Man is interesting because he himself, like most of the fights, while they can get kind of hype, he himself fights so rarely after the first couple chapters. Because ultimately, to have Saitama constantly fighting would actually get really boring. There's a reason why a lot of power fantasy games are few and far between, because generally once you're busted powerful, most people kind of lose interest. And so you either have to continuously make it super fun, or find some means of making being busted rewarding. And I think that's part of the reason why roguelikes, where you get really strong, can be so satisfying, is because in a roguelike where you get overpowered, the run lasts an hour, maybe 2. And then you're done. And that means no matter what, it almost never outstays its welcome. The one risk is then if you have a subpar run, then it just feels unsatisfying, and that's something else you have to kind of work towards. Let's see. But so, like, being busted powerful in Risk of Rain earlier today was, yeah, it was like an hour and a half of just absolute dominance. Ending in a really good boss fight. But then after that, that was it. I didn't have to worry anymore. Ooh, shop discount stacks? I had no idea. Let's see. We should go heat-seeking missiles. Another beat would be good, but still. Okay, there we go. Let's see. But yeah, so after my absolutely busted Risk of Rain run, I was done. I didn't have to think about it again. And that's really hard to do in, like, most RPGs, JRPGs and so on and so forth, because if it's too easy, then almost to the point, why bother having gameplay anymore? Like, I really want to play through the .hack GU games at some point. I started doing so a while back, but the gameplay wasn't capturing me enough just because it hadn't aged that well. And there was kind of a temptation to just turn it on the, like, the story mode or whatever. But I realized that, like, I'm pretty sure I'd still be bored. Straight into the boss. Risk of Rain is a huge influence. We want some overpowered runs, but not everyone. Yep. And I'm not... At this point, I'm barely talking about this game, even. I'm just kind of talking about generalized stuff. Let's go for the bit pickup radius, because I keep screwing myself over a little bit by going in. The issue with rogue games is I like having something to work for. It's rare for me to like a game knowing no matter what I'll do, I'll eventually reset to nothing again. To this date, I've only liked Slay the Spire and Noida. Yeah, and I think it's one of those where it kind of depends. From my perspective, I'm always chasing the kind of busted runs, so it makes it a little easier. You know, I want to see what kind of goofy stuff I can get into. Ooh, this is getting bad. The other thing is, unlock systems, especially really robust ones, gives a good means to, like, work forward to. Big bullets. But I think it's also one of those that's like, roguelikes are very good for some people, but not everybody. Because I used to enjoy having games that I always had something to specifically work forward to, until kind of recently where I ran into the, ran into this kind of, like, bad mental state where I realized almost every game, instead of making you really work towards something and, like, feeling like you're making progress, they kind of put everything on a drip feed, and that was starting to become an issue. That so many games and so many game developers have seen the success of... I mean, it's probably Ubisoft. And so, you know, here's a game, there's so much to work for, there's so many cool things to do and so many cool things to see. But the pure gameplay itself does not hold up for longer than 10 hours. And I think the thing I dig about a lot of roguelikes is... I'm just going to throw this one, probably. I'm starting to lose it. 6-7 hours of streaming is the point where I start, like, tuning out on what I'm doing, and I'm just talking. Let's see. But, like, most roguelikes are designed very heavily around their gameplays. one of the reasons why Slay the Spire is so good is because the gameplay is that well refined. Comet. We'll grab it. Wonder how many more upgrades I even have. Hello. Oh, that's just the starting money. Boop. Boop. This'll teach me to dodge. Oh, I didn't actually buy Comet. Whoops. I tried. I'm checking out a little bit. So this will be my last run, no matter what. Let's see. I shouldn't do this. It's funny. But I should actually do... I should actually try, as opposed to being the shotless wonder. You guys would not believe the amount of people that think I am Wonderbot. It amuses the hell out of me. I mean, it's a little weird. But it's still super funny. Boop. There we go. Hey! Had 2 notes. Didn't even realize. Oh, I guess I'll go for the light radius. There's Blink. Yeah, now that we're unlocking some of the unique passives, I'm kind of excited for that. You're not Wonderbot? I am Wonderbot. Ah, shoot. Surprise laser. Not what I was looking for. But yeah, I am Wonderbot with an A. But it is not uncommon for somebody to leave a comment being like, I love your videos, Wonderbot. And I'm like, yup. That's me. 100%. Yeah, definitely gonna have to stop after this one. Wrist's starting to get cranky. And, like, I definitely will respond to it all the same. I'm not gonna get, like, pissy about it. There was a period of time where I actually found it kind of frustrating, and then I realized, like, yeah, it's mainly just because in English, A's and O's look kind of similar, so go figure. What really gets to me, it doesn't really bother me. What amuses the hell out of me is when I'm playing, or not playing, when I check my emails in the morning, I always have like a billion new keys. That's just how it works. I'm getting to the point where I'm like one of the easiest ways to market a video game-ish. And it actually works out quite well for a lot of developers. To grab the Blink, it's tempting. Let's grab Blink and a note. Dodge distance would be nice. I wonder if that's a limited slot thing, like you can only have so much. That's interesting. Maybe. Let's see, what was I going to say? Right. So I get tons of emails every single day, just people trying to send me their games to promote. And I'm pretty cool with it. There was a period of time where it was, like, actually causing me some amount of strain. Just thinking about the sheer number of emails I was getting and, you know, trying to stay exactly on top of it. Now I've chilled out a little bit and I'm just like, whatever. If it's a great game, I'll find it. I like the notes in this. Like, it's rare for a run to sound the exact same, even though I'm a completely boring person and do the exact same build no matter what. Explosive split shot is just that good. What? Okay. There we go. Let's see. What was I going to say? Ooh, moving speed. I like the other stuff, but I gotta go fast. A and turret! I was waiting for this one to show up. I'm looking forward to the higher tier version of that. Anyway, so I get a lot of emails from developers just sending me their games, and it always makes me a little sad. Oh, that turret does not stick around. It just pelts the immediate environment and then it is gone. Okay, let's take this off. Let's make the turret stronger. I'm not actually sure if that makes the turrets that much stronger. I was really expecting turrets to be good. It's kind of okay. Maybe once it hits a higher tier, or maybe I'm just underestimating it. I think I'm just comparing it unfavorably to laser, and that's the problem. The turret needs a buff. Used to be OP, got super nerfed. Got it. Okay. That extra movement speed makes such a massive difference in terms of dodging. There we go. But yeah, so I get a lot of emails that are like, Dear Mr. Wonder. Dear Mr. Wonderbot. Like, I've had some people call me Wonderbutt before, and I'm like, this confuses me. Let's get barrier. I don't actually know if barrier is that helpful. I've also gotten a lot of people that have sent me emails as though I'm like some other major YouTuber. Like, I get a number addressed to me specifically being like, hey, Splattercat, and I'm like, that's not me. I always feel bad too, because like, I inherently think, okay, they're not doing their due diligence in the slightest. And then I throw it in the bin, and I'm like, wait a second, is that actually a good game? Maybe I should pay attention to that one. Then I look at the game, and it's like, nope, it's trash. And then it goes back in the bin. It's nice. Alright, I can't play this anymore, not because it's bad, but just because I am so zonked that I can't dodge for beans, and it's killing me too much. We got a loop, though, which is really all I care about. And I guess we'll just have to wait until we get the turret buff before it becomes good. If the turret lasted until the next turret launched, then it would be balanced. Maybe, or if the turret had a certain amount of shots in it, and so you could potentially cheese it a little bit by having a bunch of turrets sitting around. You know, they have like a lifespan that slowly ticks down, but you could actually have like 5 turrets lurking in a corner and lure them over there. And then, you know, have them gun them down as kind of a means of kiting enemies around and utilizing the space. Because I'm always going to the enemy, and it would be kind of fun to actually trick them into following me and then and wiping them out instead. It doesn't have to be that way, but it's like, but it could be. And that could be interesting. Also, thank you, Recreation. That is, speaking of names that look and sound different, that's a good one. I like it. Anyway, this is fun. I will play more. I will definitely play more. Probably tomorrow? Probably tomorrow. We'll see how I'm feeling after Don't Starve. But for now, I need to go make curry. Because Shell is probably starving in the other room. And I am starving in this room. So I'm gonna go get food. Anyway, my buddy Vladimir Ledoux is playing something interesting. I've never even heard of this one. It's called Going Medieval, so we're gonna go raid him. Go say hi. Be wholesome. And I will be back tomorrow. With, let's see. It'll be Don't Starve Together Bro-Op, followed by... Bleh? And also, thank you so much, Cactus Tony, for dropping by. I really enjoy your game, and I can't wait to see what you guys do with it.